he's out of line, but he's right.
You know, as I sit here in my ambulance, waiting for my partner who's late, understandably so, personal reasons, family first, health first, you get it. Anyway, I sit here and I think I finally am coming to terms with the level of sensitivity Drake fans have. And people are saying, do you hate his music that much? No, it ain't even the music. It's indifferent. I'm indifferent to it. I don't like it for the most part, which brings my indifference, but it has a place, it has a demographic, it has a fan base. It's the main problem is not Drake. Well, I'm sorry. From a personal standpoint, I wouldn't rock with him or his music because of what I know now. See, it started at a point where I didn't like the music, not because it was too new for me, it was because it was too vapid of substance for me. I was in the point where I was like, look, I'm at this point in my life where I don't resonate with his music. And I haven't resonated with his music for quite some time. And I'm perfectly okay with that. There's some people who do, but when you have those people who resonate with his music disrespecting people who have a difference in opinion, and I'm not talking about stands left and right beefing with one another from Camp Kenny and Camp Aubrey. I'm talking about the fact anybody. I'm like, yo, I don't like One Dance. That's not even his sound. He stole that sound from somebody. Now he a soca artist. Oh, you hating, you this, that, and forth. And I'm like, oh, you old this. No. Don't play that with me. Do not play that with me or anybody who has a difference in opinion. At the end of the day, neither one of these artists send their fan base checks in the mail. So I don't approve of all that Team Edward and Team Jacob thing for some basic bitch Bella, okay? Anyway, I don't approve of it. My thing is let the music speak for itself. And I think what I've come to terms with that a lot of Drake super fans have come to the realization, despite them hating it, that Drake's music on a hip-hop level cannot mess with Kendrick's on a hip-hop level. And yes, this is a rap beef that both of these artists got into. Not a, okay, baby, or I need the One Dance versus, what is it, braids? Hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. 3 goats left. See 2 of them kissing, hugging on stage. Now, in 8 bars, I'm going to break down. You get what I'm saying? They're not the same type of music. But since Drake dabbles in hip-hop, because I wouldn't call him a bona fide hip-hop star, he said it years ago in the interview. Y'all need to pay attention to people. He said, I'm the closest thing to, I'm your way in. I'm the closest thing to that representation. Let me in. He knows he's not part of the culture. He knows how to cosplay it. You talking about Jimmy Brooks. And I bring up Jimmy Brooks, not the clown, the character. I mean, when he got shot in the back, and that had me fucking rolling. But I'm talking about, I'm giving the edge up to Drake for the simple fact that he knows how to act. He's an actor. That's what he started out with. So he knows how to prep the role. He knows how. He had a team that got him around the right people. He was making music himself, and you heard some of it on Degrassi, and it was ass. But the fan base, I get it, y'all. The super stands, I'm talking to the super stands. I get it. I really do. He was your way in. He was what you heard as hip-hop when you were growing up. I get that. And for all the people that's young millennials and going up, if you still rock with him the way you rocked with him back in 2000, the early 2000s or 2006, the mid 2000s, you might want to check yourself. And I'm talking to the millennials, because he has not stopped making the same music. It's all about being in proximity and being the voice of the young people. And I'm like, bro, that you got to give that up. And if you are a bona fide artist, you got to grow with your music, and you know how to adapt. Jay-Z adapted to life after the streets. Nas adapted to life after the 27 Club, like he mentioned in Speechless. Listen to that album. Listen to Magic. Listen to that, and you will understand. He said he 21 years past the 27 Club. He made that song when he was 48 years old. That man is about to be what? How old is Nas going to be? 51, 52? I think he about maybe 5 years older than myself. So yeah, that man going to be 52 years old. And during the pandemic he's made some of the best music because he learned how to grow as an artist. And y'all got somebody who's following in the same suit, a millennial, Kendrick Lamar, who knew how to grow and mature as a musician. See, Drake doesn't know how to do that. All Drake seems to want to do is continue to play the same character he's been playing for nearly 20 years. And I've grown up. Even back then, I didn't rock with his music, and I'm damn sure I ain't gonna rock with it now if he's not making any progression. But a lot of you don't care, because I feel a lot of you share that Peter Pan syndrome that he has. He don't want to grow up. Or in cases, what they said about the late Michael Jackson is that Michael Jackson just never had a childhood. He could sing from early childhood and was basically, him and his brothers were just put on a road. And the thing is, he just never had that conventional childhood. He had his siblings with him all the time, of course. He never had the conventional childhood. And I get a lot of you superstars resonate, and I don't mean to sound like some Larry Elder, because fuck Larry Elder, but you get what I'm saying. A lot of you resonate like this dude raised you, like his music raised you, and calling out the fact that the music isn't good, or it's not as good as it used to be. His back catalog has been holding him down as for streaming numbers, because his current ain't hitting, man. His current is not hitting. And the fan base wanted a hit so bad that they pushed a trash song like Nokia to as high as they could. But if you really was a fan of his, you would push Meet Your Padre. I fucking dare y'all to push that song and justify that song. I want to meet your madre, pay your respects to your padre, mi amor. You think just because I don't like him, I don't pay attention? I've been looking to see, like, all right, where's the flash in the pan? There hasn't been a flash in the pan because he refuses to change. So he manipulates the narratives. He relies on his superstars to manipulate the narratives. He relies on the Portia de Shannons, the Acts, the Aiden Rosses, the Mouths to manipulate or maintain or cultivate that manipulation. And guess what happens? He ends up not having to change. And if you think otherwise, and you have the damn right and the spider sense to be like, yeah, this shit is garbage. I can't really, like. A year later, people are revisiting The Heart Part 6, Family Matters, and they hate it more than they did back then. Only somebody that's a superstar would say, look, this A$AP Rocky's career, his downfall needs to be documented. Family Matters destroyed them. I was like, first off, no, it didn't. Number two, he wasn't beefing with A$AP Rocky. He just wanted to throw a shot at the man that he hates more than anything right now, because the woman that he loved for a long time, that he declared his love to, looked at him like, I'll let you hit it and look at you. You're obsessed. And that shit rocks. That shit is like, it really fucks with his soul. It really does fuck with his soul. And look at him. This man, he has the aura of a child that never was told no. You saw how he acted when he didn't get that tuna sandwich, when Sandra didn't pay attention to him asking for it, and he was 19 years old when that was the case. This man ain't used to being told no, and you guys ain't used to handing him the L's when he deserves them. So y'all sit out there and manipulate narratives. You'll claim that you paid hundreds of dollars to go to GNX tour just to take pictures and say that, hey, it wasn't sold out. Like, are you fucking for real? I covered a event at Prudential Center because I do that for part-time. I cover wrestling events for AEW. I cover the basketball games for college. I cover concerts for overtime because my company has the contract. And I happen to have covered one of his concerts, and I can tell you, everybody out there got signs asking for money. We got women out there, young girls out there, and I say young women, I say that because I give them that grace, saying they sold poom poom, but they said it the explicit way. They sold meow for Drake tickets, and he's like, yeah, you see that sign right there, that one right there, yeah, I want you bless them. We're gonna bless you with money. Now everybody, even at the Anita Maxwell tour, that tour that got abruptly canceled in Australia, even that tour, people was holding up signs in Australia. So you telling me people all the way in Australia know what you do at your concert, and all you do is play a voice track. I mean, you play your voice track music. You play your voice track music, and you basically point the mic at the audience. And Ak had the nerve to say, well, see, Kendrick don't have that type of resonance with the crowd, you know? You sat there and in 2 sentences and said Drake ain't that great of a performer, but because his music is so good, it can slide because everybody's singing it for him. That's lazy. And I'm going to finish this out talking about Ak. Ak, you a whole bitch. This is why we got to take this dude's Henny from him. But he probably got a lifetime supply stockpiled in the basement of his nice-ass house. Because I'm not going to call Ak a bum. Ak got a nice house. He well off. But because he wanted to fumble and ride for Drake all the time, he has gone on to say some very egregious things about people, and now he doesn't feel safe leaving his house. But he still has all the smoke, piss, and vinegar for women. You told Lauren LaRosa of the Breakfast Club that you're going to get disrespectful if she don't answer and say what you lied about. You said you're going to call out her mother, her grandmother, her daughter, all the women. But I'm going to say what everybody else has been holding over your head. Saucy Santana was going to take your manhood. He threatened to take your manhood, and you were crying like a bitch. Vic Mensa would say he wanted to slap the fuck out of you for what you was exploiting with the Chirac series. Whack 100 told you to watch your mouth, and you fall in line. You fall in line quick. But every time there's a woman, you're crashing out. I'm the prize. Big Ak. All this, you are a bitch. I don't care how much money you got. If you can't go out and be amongst the people without fearing for your life all the time or fearing for your safety, what good is all of that? In the pursuit of the almighty dollar, you have made enemies of people, and it didn't have to be that way. It didn't. But now look at you. Now I feel sorry for you. See, I don't go around just wishing violence on people for the sake of. But it's like a J. Cole line he said in Rich Niggas. Talking about his mom's old boyfriend or his stepdad or whatever. He's like, I ain't mad at the nigga, but if the plane crashed and it only killed his lame ass, I'll be glad it's that nigga. That's act status with me. I don't wish nothing harm for him. We be trying to tell him, yo, watch your mouth. Something gonna happen to you. You keep playing. You keep trying to be the harbinger. I mean, not the harbinger, the arbiter of a lot of crash outs. You sat there. Oh man, my allergies. You sat there and you lied to Top 5 because you know you can egg Top 5 on. You know Top 5's a clown. You know Top 5 say egregious shit and still will get his ass beat. But as long as it's not you and something bad happened in Top 5 or something bad happened to Kendrick Lamar, you sit there like, chat. I didn't say anything of that nature. I didn't cite anything. I don't know why people break down. At the end of the day, it's all just, music, and I know it's fun and we all emotions get high, chat. He sit there and play high, and he'll sit there and play, how can you say, virtuous when he was the devil on someone's shoulder, especially Top 5. And it's always and you know what? To all the Somali people who are righteous citizens, this isn't for you. But to the Rhoda Osmans, the Johnny Somalis in the Top 5, fuck you, cosplaying tethers. You're gonna get in trouble trying to imitate a culture that you like to verbally shit on online and talk about being, about black Americans, but then you turn around and you want to cosplay the most negative stereotypes. You're gonna learn sooner or later. Anyway, it's your boy Fury. I'm here and now I'm out. Peace. But I'm not done. Okay. I just had some OV ho online tell me, and guys, please try to keep a straight face. Do not laugh. Do not punch the air. He told me that Kendrick's music has not evolved since Section 80. Everything is rooted in pain and therapy bars. And that Drake has mastered and adapted flows. And I told him, I asked him, are you really telling me that Drake artistry has grown and Kendrick's haven't? Have you lost your ever-loving mind? You see, this is why the OV holes that he infused in people with this mindset need to really go and get therapy in themselves. You are deluding your brain for some bitch ass nigga from Canada. And it ain't even because he's from Canada. It's just that he's a bitch. Reference tracks. Visual comparisons of him stealing people's style. Like my man from Chicago with the party hair and the barrettes and the grill in his mouth. He stole that man. I forgot that rapper's name right now. He stole his whole look. And he's not the only people's look he stole. The style he be dressing down in Texas, that's a whole thing from, that's not even his either. But let's get back to it. Reference tracks, ghostwriters, visual comparisons of him stealing other people's style. Matching and trying to adapt to the energy of younger people rather than refine your own pen. is not artistry. That is swagger jacking. That's what he's always done. And you saying it can't. Now, I'm not saying like, oh my God, I got to fight for Kendrick. No, you're telling a bold-faced lie. I cannot stand people. This is some shit that Ak would say. Then we also have to put up with the fact that Aiden Ross just verbally berated Doechii. You're saying basically she has no talent and she's entitled and she's a piece of shit. This is basically what he said about her. And people like, why is he doing that? I was like, one, because he's a woman. Because she's a woman and he's a bitch. He is the Jewish equivalent to Ak. They got all this big bad energy towards women, but when they get checked by a dude, or if a dude steps on, Ak want to play oblivious and he will be docile. Aiden will bring up his heritage. You get what I'm saying? This is what we deal with, and this all. And why add this to the individuals? Because this is all rooted in the protection of. We got a tether protecting basically a cosplayer, and we have a Hall J protecting 50% of that very cosplayer. Therapy bars. Because he did an album of personal reflection. You telling me Section 80 where it was just a lyrical showcase of a young Kendrick at that time. Good Kid, Mad City, which was a whole narrative about a day, the day in the life of Kendrick and Compton. To Pimp a Butterfly is about him adapting to the music industry. Damn is another narrative, but you got to play it backwards to really get the story. Or maybe it's you going forward. Maybe you playing in reverse, maybe that's your life. And then Mr. Brown, the Big Step, is the album that makes Euphoria, it makes Euphoria age like wine, because people are still fabricating stories on Family Front or on the Kendrick front, because you this is what you think his music's all about, because it was his most recent album before GNX and the rap beef. This is how you dealing with fucking fake ass fans or people who don't want to go back further enough. This is the shit I'm talking about. And it ain't, like I said, it ain't because I have to defend this man tooth and nail. It's because you're not going to sit here and lie and say that Drake shows artistry when he doesn't. That is, yeah, okay, nigga. All right. Anyway, I'm done for real this time. It's your boy Fury, and now I'm out. Peace.